Hey there, Max here. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to find the courage to go up to women you find attractive. So in the last video, I explained to you what to do and what to say when you see a girl that you find attractive in a public place to start a conversation with her and try to seduce her. But I know that most guys who watched this video probably felt, okay, that's cool, that's interesting, but I'm still too shy to start a conversation with a girl. And I'm pretty sure it's the case because I've been in the pickup community for years now and I've coached a lot of guys, and I know that 99% of men find themselves too shy to go up to girls they find attractive. So I believe this video will be really helpful if you're having trouble finally taking action and going up to women you find attractive. So the first thing that you should do is master your fear of rejection. Getting rejected by a woman does not matter. And the thing is that you have to be rejected to actually become good at this. You cannot avoid rejection. Most of your interactions are going to lead to nothing. If you want to only talk to women when you get a positive outcome out of it, you just can't make it happen. That's not how things work. Rejection is really a normal and necessary part of dating. You can't sleep with every woman you say hi to, and you wouldn't have the time anyways. Instead of viewing rejection as this opportunity for you to look stupid or to annoy women, you should really reframe the way you see rejection. You should see it as an opportunity for you to grow, as an opportunity for you to go out of your comfort zone. And here's the thing. Yes, there are times when you will get rejected and you will feel terrible. It will be super cringe, it's going to be super awkward, and you will feel like you're a weirdo. But honestly, after a while, when you think about those rejections, you don't really remember them. And if you do remember them, it's just something that makes up for a funny story. Rejections hurt when they happen, but after a while, you just get used to it, you get desensitized to it, and you just stop caring anymore. Sometimes it's awkward and it's okay, and you have to accept it. Probably guys with some experience can relate to this. You don't really remember rejections after a while. What you do really remember, it's the girls you meet and the girls you have a great time with. Rejections, after a while, they just become a vague memory. And so being able to go through rejection like that will help you to build self-confidence, because you will find in going through rejection that your worth and your confidence does not come from outside. If you take a lot of action, you will come to realize that it just makes no sense to base your self-worth on the outside feedback. Because what does it mean if 10 girls reject you, but 2 super hot girls sleep with you and show a lot of interest in you? It means nothing. So you can't really base your self-worth on outside feedback, because outside feedback is so out of your control that it means nothing at the end. Your confidence comes from within, and it's more about your perception of yourself than the perception that other people have of you. It's more about you liking yourself and you believing that you're a great person, an amazing guy, than you basing your conception of yourself on what other people think of you. And so the thing is that you can't lie to yourself. If you hate yourself, you can't ignore it. If you know that you're not doing what you should do, if you know that you're not going to the gym, if you know that you're not starting this side business, you can't lie to yourself. You know that you're not living up to your full potential. And so it's very hard to go up to a woman and to try to convince her that you're a cool guy if you yourself don't believe that you're a cool guy. When you see yourself in the mirror, you want to be proud of what you see. It's going to make it way easier for you to show confidence when you go up to women that you find attractive. Now, when you go up to women that you find attractive, you want to make sure that your mindset is on point. You don't want to focus on the outcome. Rather, you want to focus on the process. You should not focus on, is she going to like you? Is she going to go out on a date with you? But instead, you should focus on, okay, am I making her comfortable? Am I doing the right thing right now? And also, am I having fun? Am I positive enough? It's so important to be positive when dating, and it's so underrated. And the thing is that when you're positive, the women you talk to, they can feel it. They can feel that you're in this frame of mind where you're going to give energy. You're not there to try to get a date. You're not needy, but you're there really to share something. You're there to make them feel and have a good time. You're there to make them feel good. You're there to have a good time. And it's way easier to do when you focus not on the outcome, but on the process. When you focus too much on the outcome, you become butthurt when you don't get what you want. You become angry towards women when they don't want to sleep with you. And when you hold this mindset, it makes it even harder to get other girls. I know it's paradoxical, but the less you try, the more women will feel attracted to you, and the more they will feel like you don't need them. Therefore, you must have option, and therefore you must be attractive, and therefore they want to be with you. Okay, but feeling happy and positive is one thing. Now, you also need to be able to talk to people. You also need to understand social cues, and you need to understand how to make people feel good when they are talking with you. For example, if you meet a woman in a club and she's dancing her life off, she's having the time of her life, but you go up to her and you're like, "Excuse me, my lady, I want to talk with you because I find you cute." You're not giving her a good time. You're actually taking value from her. You have to really understand what people are looking for. If you're quite shy, or if you're a little bit maybe socially awkward or socially inexperienced, you need to practice talking to people more to understand those social cues. And it's a little bit funny because a lot of guys will say they don't know what to say to women, they are too shy to go up to them, they don't really understand how to make conversation, but they never tried, so they never learned. Really, learning basic social cues is all that you need, and it's not that hard. A lot of it is about getting out of your comfort zone, and just a little bit is enough to get you started. You just need to start taking action and putting yourself out there so that you get this initial experience that you never had before. Honestly, by the point you're able to make small talk with anyone, which again is extremely easy to do, by the point you're able to do that, you're good enough to start approaching women you find attractive in public. You will also figure out that approaching women you find attractive, picking up women, is not just a skill, it's a way of life. It's about seeing something that you want and finding solutions to go and get that thing that you want. It's about taking control of your life and making it be what you want it to be. It's about not letting outside circumstances influence you and dictate your life, but really going for what you want and doing what needs to be done to make it happen. Because you know it, when you see a woman that you like, a million excuses are going to pop up in your mind. But then again, are you a problem solver or are you a victim? Are you a guy who's trying to get what he wants or a guy who's finding himself excuses? Oh, I can't approach her because there is a guy next to her and maybe that's her boyfriend. I can't approach her because she's in a group and I'm scared of talking to groups. I can't approach her because she's with her mom and I can't approach a girl with her parents. There are a million excuses like that, and to be honest, for each and every excuse, I could give you a simple answer. Just fucking do it. Just try. Honestly, I'm saying this with a lot of empathy because I used to be the biggest excuse guy. I used to find every excuse in the book to do nothing. And I had no results. And one day I just went for it. Even if I knew it was not going to work, I just tried. And guess what? Sometimes you think it's not going to work, but it actually works out. The more you do it, the more you get into this mindset of being a problem solver, of finding solutions and making what you want out of life happen. Now, I want you to have realistic expectations, okay? Because you're going to approach a lot of women and at some point you will be like, okay, I still don't have results. Or maybe you will get results, but you won't really know how those results happened. The thing is, if you're a real beginner, maybe you will sleep with 1 out of 300 women you say hi to. And if you get more advanced, it can go up to 1 out of 30. And those numbers may be scary, and I get it, but that's the kind of numbers game we are dealing with. I don't want to give you the rough talk, but if you feel right now, oh, I have to talk to 300 women to get laid once, and I don't want to do it, if you feel this, you don't have the right mindset to get it done. You don't have the right mindset to get results just yet.
Give up. Just give up.
You really have to have this mindset of being a go-getter, of doing what it takes to get what you want. A lot of those interactions will just be like, hey, and the girl will not answer and go away. That's one interaction. Some of your interactions, probably the bulk of your interactions, are going to be polite, normal conversations in which you went up to a girl you find attractive, you gave her a compliment, then you had a pleasant conversation, and then she went her own way and she never replied to your text. That happens a lot. That's probably the situation you're going to encounter most of the time. You really have to make meeting women a normal part of your life so that in the end you forget about the results and eventually the result comes because you're still taking a lot of action. Because honestly, you will see that when it works, you don't regret anything. When she's naked bouncing on top of you, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I had to approach 300 girls to get to this situation. You will just enjoy and you will feel like you want to do it all over again. So remember the key points to find the courage to approach women you find attractive. First, you can't avoid rejection and it's a necessary part of the process. Deal with it. And you will see it's not that hard because rejections don't matter in the end, since you also understand that self-acceptance comes from within. Your self-worth does not come from outside. It comes from inside and you really have to work on developing your self-worth. Eventually, going down that path, you will also realize that going for what you want is a way of life, and picking up women is just a side effect of living this kind of life. This will really help you grow as a person, and this will change your life in a lot more ways than just dating. Anyways, that's all for today. If you liked this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.